Hey everyone, just before this review starts, I'm just going to let you guys know that I'm not going to be talking about the lyrical content within this record. I've said many times since I started my YouTube channel that I will never talk politics on my channel because basically this is a channel for music and I don't want to alienate anybody by talking about politics. I want everybody to be able to watch this channel and get something out of it. I will, however, be talking about the physical lyrical writing of the record, just not what the record is about and the message of it. So I just wanted to let you guys know that before my comment section explodes with people asking me why I didn't talk about the lyrics. So you know what? Let's just get straight into the review. Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel today. My name is Christian and today we're here to talk about the new record from Stray from the Path. It is titled Only Death Is Real. This is the band's 6th studio record and it's a follow-up to 2015's Subliminal Criminals. Now, I've been a pretty moderate fan of Stray from the Path for a very long time. I remember seeing them live for the first time when they came over here and supported the Amity Affliction. That was a stacked bill. Unfortunately headlined by Amity Affliction, but it was, you know, them, Architects, Issues, Stray from the Path, and These Nuts. So I managed to see them on that show and they were incredible. They really impressed me. I love the Rage Against the Machine influence that they've had in their sound for a very long time, and I was really excited to see where they went with this record. Unfortunately, this record does not live up to what they've done on past records. I think this is maybe one of their weakest records they've ever done, and let's just get straight into it. This record sees Stray from the Path step away from that Rage Against the Machine influenced sound that has made them so popular over the years, and sees them going more towards a just straight up hardcore sound. There are of course songs like Let's Make a Deal and They Always Take the Guru which have that groovy Rage Against the Machine influenced sound, but it's not the defining sound of this record like it has been on past records. In fact, it takes a really long time for any sort of infectious groove to be introduced into this record. It really takes up until halfway through the record when Plead The Fifth comes in. Plead The Fifth is a song that has a great verse groove which honestly you can't listen to and not start moving. The opening move opens this record up on a kind of dull note. I like the use of the dissonant chords throughout the track, but the guitar tone really muffles that up and really leaves no distinction between each chord. The only thing within the track that really lets you know that notes are changing is the lead guitar, and there's no real interest being added from the vocals. Now, this band are beloved. I can't wait to see the amount of hate I get in the comment section for this review, and every time I've seen them live, I've been really impressed, but unfortunately on this record, I feel it's a step down. Throughout the entire record, when I'm listening to it, I'm kind of picturing what it would look like live, and it really just reminds me of an opening band at a hardcore show. Something that you'll enjoy while it's there, but as soon as they go off stage or the record stops playing, you completely forget about it. The vocal performance is also very one note throughout the entire record. He really has one style to his voice, there's no variety within it, and unfortunately it becomes old very quickly. I would have said this vocal performance is terrible for the entire record, but then you hear a track like All Day and a Night featuring Brian Garris from Knocked Loose, and that track shows what a good vocalist the vocalist from Stray from the Path is, because Brian Garris on that track is absolutely awful. And that's the opposite to the effect you get from a song like Strange Fiction, which features Keith Buckley from Every Time I Die, who really highlights what an average vocalist the vocalist from Stray from the Path is, because, I mean, to be fair, Keith Buckley is probably one of the best heavy vocalists on the planet, so maybe it's not a fair comparison, but still, it just shows a class difference. Speaking of Strange Fiction, that's easily my favorite track on the entire record, and I really enjoy the use of tempo changes throughout the entire track. They work really well for the most part. And what I mean by for the most part is there is a section just before Keith Buckley comes in where everything drops away and it's some radio sounding guitars and a really cool drum beat, but it's a completely different tempo to the rest of the track and feels like it's just them taking a break before launching back into the song. It really pulls me out of the track and is just really distracting. But the song is saved by Keith Buckley. What an incredible vocalist he is. Really, other than Sam Carter from Architects, probably my favorite heavy vocalist on the planet, and he absolutely kills it on this track. The writing of the lyrics on this record for me is absolutely atrocious. Forget about the message. As I said, I'm not going to talk about that. But just the physical, lyrical writing, the lyrical flow is horrible. Unfortunately, because the band goes so literal with their lyrics on this record, they don't flow from line to line, and they just sound abrupt at the end of phrases. The worst part of the whole record for me, lyrically, is definitely in Let's Make a Deal, where the main hook of the song is a Happy Gilmore reference, which, you know, they're trying to sound aggressive, and they throw that in there, and honestly, it's laughable.
The price is wrong, bitch.
The best part of this record for me is easily the drumming, especially in the title track, Only Death Is Real, which opens up with this fantastic groove, which then drives the entire track. Really, if you listen to this record from start to finish, and even if you don't enjoy it, you will have something to enjoy in the fact that the drums, as I said, from beat 1 to the last beat, are spectacular. Overall, I'm not a massive fan of this record. I'm not gonna say it's bad, because it's definitely not that. The instrumentation is really interesting, but as far as the vocals go, I really can't get into them. I just think the songwriting has gotten a bit weaker on this record compared to Stray from the past efforts, and that's just really unfortunate for me. It will be really interesting to see how these songs translate live. They could end up translating really, really well, and I do think that due to the lyrical content of the record, they will have a really great crowd reaction. My top 3 tracks are going to be Strange, Fiction, Plead the Fifth, and Only Death Is Real, and I'm going to give this record a 2 out of 5. Anyway, what did you guys think about the record? Let me know your thoughts and opinions down below in the comment section. Did you like the record? Did you not like the record? Let me know down below. We're here to have a conversation about music, so let's do that. But if you're just going to fill up the comment section with hate and insults, just know I'm going to read your comments and laugh at how pathetic your life is. Trust me, I know there's going to be a lot of hate in that comment section, so bring it on. Let me have a bit of comedy for a few hours. Anyway, thanks for watching my video today, guys. Please hit subscribe down below, and I'll see you next time. Fresh Currents.